Hey guys, it's Ocean Breezer 325 here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. A couple important announcements. Content will be almost exclusively on the weekends, live streams, and such and such, so and so. I will try and upload at the most 2 videos a week. So this is gonna. Unfortunately, this week I only got to record this video here, which is the Massachusetts video. So this will be the only video of the week. Of course, live streams will still happen on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe a Friday live stream thrown in there for good measure. But a couple confirmations. Friday or Saturday, Flix and I will complete our last match of our versus challenge. Flix and me have tied it up. Flix won the Saturday match, and I tied him up with today's Sunday match. So if you guys are enjoying the Versus series, make sure to turn on notifications and don't miss out on that live stream. It will be a doozy because I believe Flix will have his microphone back, so that should be fun. Anyway, on to the video. So, I'm here in a division with Elite 85. For those of you guys who know, he has a channel, so go love and adore his channel, like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. You guys will see a lot of me in his streams. So yeah, he's a great YouTuber, great friend of mine. So yeah, make sure to go check him out. Anyway, Massachusetts. The Massachusetts is an amazing battleship in my opinion. If you did buy the 2500 doubloons and thinking about, oh, I don't know, is it worth it? Yes, the Massachusetts is so worth it. In fact, the whole campaign is, because you get 2 ships for the price of 1 campaign, and the Yahagi is actually another good ship, to be honest. She's pretty much a heavy destroyer, but obviously we're not here to talk about the Yahagi, we're here to talk about the Massachusetts. So some things the Massachusetts is really, according to her little strengths, reloader, agile, yes, and reloader. You can definitely get these guns at an amazing reload. If you run a full brawler build and the main battery mod 3, you can get the 16-inch guns reload down to a 25-second reload. Absolutely ridiculous. Unfortunately, you do sacrifice on range, but the Massachusetts' armor scheme is perfectly made for brawling, so it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, brawling and US battleships just for some reason never works for me, so I'm not running a full brawler build. My friend Elite 85 is, and he has the 25-second reload on his main battery guns. So it might be something I will look into, but I do have Willis Lee as my commander. Again, commander pictures at the end of the video. 100% up-to-date commander build, because my PS4 stopped being a piece of donut and actually saved the correct screenshots this time. So I deeply apologize for my California commander build mistakes. That was not my fault. The PS4 system just being absolutely retarded. So a couple of tips and interesting things about the Massachusetts. The Massachusetts has the awkward ink, very long range secondaries, which is pretty unique to this ship in the American line. American battleships are not known for their long-range secondaries, but the Massachusetts has that. She has the standard 16-inch gun seen on the Iowa and Alabama class ships, which she is a part of. So yes, they hit hard, and you also have the signature American super heavy armor piercing, otherwise known as sticky shot, which means you get the greater armor piercing penetration angles, which is kind of broken on this ship. It's kind of broken with the Alabama and the Massachusetts. The amount of angle that you can penetrate with these guns is just insane. Coupled with that they're American 16-inch guns, so you can really do a boatload of damage with these 16-inch guns. Her secondaries actually have the same trait to most of the American light cruisers, the floaty shell characteristics, which means that they're really good if there's a DD hiding behind an island, but he's in your guaranteed detection range. You could still get a lot of secondary hits, because the shells travel so high. You will get some very sneaky secondary hits. So those secondary hits will definitely rack up. Unfortunately, the reload on them is not so generous at a 7-second reload, but again, it's compromised for their ability to hit in places where they're hidden, like I believe in this match or a different match, there was a Roma hidden next to an island, but since I had the trajectory of the shells, I was able to get over 100 secondary hits on him, so it does help, really. If there's a ship hiding, you can definitely just set fires randomly. So yeah, I do think the Massachusetts is worth picking up. As of recording the video, if you have not bought the campaign, I would suggest not buying it, just because the update's about to end. Unless you're going to buy out the full campaign, it's not really worth 2,500 the Admiralty backing, just because the update ends in about, what, 2 weeks, I believe. So unless you're going to grind it in 2 weeks, I don't suggest buying Admiralty backing. I would suggest buying the rest of the campaign if you're iffy on that. But for those of you guys who have bought the Admiralty backing and have been grinding it, yeah, you guys are definitely going to like the Massachusetts when it is in your port. I mean, there's not really much else to say about the Massachusetts. I went over everything. As far as upgrades go, I have her secondary mod 2 upgrade, which is pretty much obligatory. The main battery traverse speed thing, not worth it. You're adding to your reload, which is already good at base. Like, not even the brawler skill and the reload is already really good on this ship, so you don't want to make it worse. And the turning of your guns is actually decent already, so using that ability is pointless. For my second ability, I'm running steering gears mod. The second ability is the most opinion based, because some people like the damage control systems mod 2 or propulsions mod. I personally suggest the steering gears mod, just because this ship already turns really good, and if you add that a 12.5 second rudder shift, this thing turns like butter. And sometimes I consider it to be just a heavy cruiser, just the way it turns beautiful. And it's also a really nice looking camo, this ship. I think the Massachusetts is probably one of the better premium slash campaign ships that Wargaming has released. So if you are tempted to buy the whole campaign, I suggest doing so. It is a hefty price, so you guys might be turned off by that, but if you guys are willing to fork out a good amount of money for a good ship, the Massachusetts is definitely worth all that money, in my opinion. Yeah, so yeah, we're just kind of really just slapping the Jean Bart here, broadside on Jean Bart, so a lot of decent damage there on the Jean Bart there. Being broadside into Jean Bart is death, especially against American 16-inch shells, which they hurt a lot. He is very fortunate I did not take out one of his main battery guns here, because I could have definitely done that. And I did get 3 overpins because I aimed at the bow section. If I aimed center of mass, Jean Bart would have been gone. And also, to touch on the Massachusetts armor scheme, the Massachusetts has a baby turtleback armor scheme. Their Citadel is still vulnerable at close ranges. You just want to aim just below the waterline, and you'll definitely see the Citadel hits coming at close range. But at long range, your Citadel is so high at long ranges, which is, again, why most people run the Brawler build. But I still haven't really found my Brawler build, I guess, peace with the American battleship, since I'm accustomed to the American sniping build, so it's a little hard transition from Brawler to sniping build. So that's why I'm doing a transition with Willis Lee, so I still get the Porcupine skill and Master Mechanic and stuff, but instead of running Brawler, I'm running None for the Nuisance, which is honestly another good ability, because decreasing fire chance, especially with the age of the fire meta in this game is just insane. So especially at tier 7 with the Cleveland, and for the next 2 weeks the Worcester, I definitely think that it's a really good ability to help survive against fire. And you notice I did get Citadel, and I'm telling you the Tirpitz Citadel'd me, which is a ship that rarely Citadels other battleships. So you can definitely see a trend that long ranges, your armor scheme is not going to help you at all. Like, at least for the Germans, it's still relatively hard to Citadel the Germans at max range, but the Massachusetts, anything over like 12 kilometers, it's almost the Citadel. Almost the Citadel every time. So yeah, I guess that's another reason why people go with propulsions mod, to try and get to that side of the flank without being spotted and quickly. That way you're not exposed broadside. So really the second module like upgrade you can pick is pretty much your own choice. Like, it all comes down to preference. If you don't like being burned to death, you'll go with damage control mod 2. If you don't like getting hit broadside, or you're a person that likes switching positions frequently, then you'll obviously go with the propulsions mod. But again, I personally want to add an increase to the benefits of this ship, which is the turning, which is why I went with the steering gears, because you're adding to what the ship's already good at, so you're only making it better. That's the way I look at it. So again, I'll let you guys discuss in the comments what you guys would run on your Massachusetts, and if you have one, how do you guys play it, or do you guys enjoy the ship, and what suggestions do you guys have for my commander build? Obviously, any constructive criticism is very grateful, or I'm very grateful for it. Sorry, just because I'm a relatively new YouTuber, so it seems like I'm doing a good job when I kind of know I'm not perfect. So somebody making me human in the comment sections would really help me out here, trying to gain a very good feedback and make better quality videos. Anyway, thank you guys for riding the waves of Ocean Breezer, and don't forget to sub to Elite 85 and to all my other channel partners.